I swear, I don't know why I'm not losing weight. I know that I'm eating well. For dinner, I have protein. I guess last night I had like 19 pitas.
I just feel like I need to be Dr. Nazardin right now and be like, you really don't know why you're not losing weight?
And you claim that you're not eating very much? Really?
But how do you cut them out? I'm hungry. And also, it's this dopamine. I want that hit. I want that hit of pita.
You are in a denial spin.
I am.
Two Jews, both big and tall, no subject too small for the good guys. A Mother's Dream premium podcast team, make it your weekly routine. It's a Good Guys. And if you don't give us 5 stars, what are you nuts? What are you nuts? Yeah, we're the good guys, we're not the great guys. We're just so good guys. Whoa.
Thank you to Samsung Galaxy for sponsoring this episode. Benjamin, how are you 30 leagues under the sea? I wish I could hear you laugh. I can see you laughing.
You can't hear me laugh?
No.
Oh my God.
Just talk.
Gosh. I'm fine, I'm fine. I'm fine, Josh. My favorite part of the week is podcasting with you, and the fact that we are having some slight technical difficulties. Thank God I'm not on creatine, because if I was, you would just see me pass out. Creatine, it pumps up my heart and then I die. I would be dead.
That's not the creatine, that's the chopped liver.
It's the creatine, Josh. I'm telling you, it makes me feel like I have muscles that are so big, and then I want to climb a building, but I'm not physically fit enough to climb a building. So I start climbing, cardiac arrest on the floor.
It's a shame because I'm telling you, if we dialed you in, if we did like a David Dobrik complete and utter transformation for you, I mean, you're a big brute of a man. I'm telling you, you have potential.
Josh, all that I need is the money. Somebody needs to pay for the transformation. If they're going to pay, if they're going to pony up, what is the company that David used to transform?
Zila.
If Zila wants to come and sponsor the Good Guys podcast and watch me get cut to the gods, I'm in. Otherwise, that's the only motivating factor to look like that. I need stone cold cash. Otherwise, I'm comfortable in this weird flux where I'm taking Manjaro, but I'm not losing any weight. Oh, that's an update for you, Josh. I'm plateauing again.
Oh, we love a plateau. Say more.
I don't know what to do. I'm just like, I feel like, honestly, I weigh less. I think I look like I weigh less. I think I look good.
You look great.
I think I look good. But I look at the scale and it's the same. It's the same. I'm still 11 pounds up from my low. I'm currently sitting at 250. My low was 239, and it is what it is. I do need to stop lying to people, though. I keep saying I lost 60 pounds. I didn't lose 60. The max I've ever lost, I was 288. That was my high.
Wow.
So 50 was what I lost. And now I'm down 37.
There's an edict in 12-step, which says science may one day do so, but they haven't done so yet. And it is inferring a magical pill that relieves addiction. The problem is it's a threefold disease, right? And there's the addictive component that my body has a negative reaction to alcohol. I break out in handcuffs. Hey-o! No. But, I have a physical reaction where 1 is too many and 1,000 is never enough. But then I also have the mental obsession, right? That even if I'm not drinking or using or whatever, I'll think about it. And then, of course, when I am, I'll think about how to get more. And then there's the spiritual aspect of it. And so what I would say to you, my dear Ben, that I think is the limiting factor for these wonderful drugs that are effective, if you're good and obsessed with food, it's hard to completely intervene. I know it quiets the food noise, blah, 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 but I'm not sure it's a vaccine. I'm not sure it's a total solution.
It's definitely not a total solution. And my problem is, maybe it's not a problem. I know that I'm eating well. I'm not eating unhealthy whatsoever. I'm eating good food. I don't even think that I'm eating too much food. I honestly, I swear, I don't know why I'm not losing weight. I have no idea why I'm not losing weight. I'm waking up in the morning and I'm eating nothing, Josh, until like 1 o'clock.
Nothing at all.
Nothing. Zilch.
And are you not famished? I would be good and famished.
Iced coffee. No, I'm not really famished. I think that that's where the like Ozempic now, Wegovy, not Wegovy. What did I say? The Tirzepatide, Mounjaro. That's where that helps in the morning for me. 1 iced coffee, I'm good until 1 o'clock. Then I have a salad with a protein. Then for dinner, I have protein. I guess last night I had like 19 pitas. We went for Greek. I had like 19 pitas. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe the problem is one meal I'm eating like 19 pitas. When I don't need to be, I should just have a pita per meal as opposed to 19 pitas at once.
I just feel like I need to be Dr. Nazardin right now and be like, you really don't know why you're not losing weight? You really think you're going to be malnourished?
As we're talking about it, I know why I'm not losing weight, and it's because I'm eating so little, Josh, so little for 23 and a half hours. And for a half hour at dinner, I'm eating 19 pitas a night. That's the problem. It's the 19 pitas. But how do you cut them out? Then there's no, what am I doing? What am I doing on earth? I'm hungry. I'm hungry. And also it's this dopamine. I want that hit. I want that hit of pita. I want the pita with the tzatziki. And then after the tzatziki, I want the bean dip. And then I want the whipped feta. It's the dips. I want all the dips.
I love a dip. I will tell you that at times, what I will do sometimes when I'm trying to be mindful is that I'll say, send out the chips, but give me carrots and celery. And I'm telling you, if I can do a chip, guac, carrot, guac, celery, guac, if I can find some alternatives, like you get a really good, but I'm not talking mealy, middle of the grocery store crudité board. I'm talking fucking Wegmans, babe. I'm talking crisp, delish crudité, a nice radish. You ever dipped a radish in some hummus? Delish.
And it's so funny that I'm literally sitting here telling you why I think I can't lose weight when I realize why I can't lose weight. And it's because I told you that I never eat until 12. This morning I had a bagel with lox.
Yeah, dude, we got to get you Dr. Nazardin. You are in a denial spin.
I am. No. But this is the eye-opening call that I needed. I'm happy that this happened live on the air. We're talking about it. I am not eating perfect, and I could be eating way better. I've eaten way better in my life, and I need to start doing it again because I liked the way that I felt at 239. I felt svelte. Now I feel lightly bloated svelte.
I think people have to come to terms with their proclivity or their habits in which they like to eat and make their peace with it. Like, I am not good because food for me is my final frontier, food and sex, and I've given up sex. I mean, you're on a podcast, Josh. Everyone can hear you, me. Because food is my final frontier, I'm not good. It's very hard for me to eat clean. I don't eat absurdly, but I want to indulge every day. I want to have a sweet, sweet treat every single day. And I found, actually, because I walk around at around 190, that after the holidays, I'd bloated up to like 198. And I was like, this is weird. I usually don't have a fluctuation like that. I usually stay within 2 or 3 pounds. And I found that I had become very dead set on like getting a lot of protein in, and I was overdoing it with steak, taking protein shakes. And what I realized is I don't really like protein. It's fine. I love a good steak, but the truth is I'd rather have salad and bread. And I'm going to have that no matter what. And if I eat the protein on top of it, my caloric intake is just going to be over the top. So you know what? I go, so I'm not going to eat that extra chicken breast that I don't even love. I'm going to have the salad and a little bit of pasta and probably a little sweet treat after and move on because calories-wise, I'm still in an okay zone.
This is interesting. I think I'm having too many calories because even when I feel like I'm eating good, Josh, I'm throwing down a quick protein bar. 200 calories, 20 grams of protein, but I'm doing that 3 times a day when I start to feel hungry. So maybe I'm just eating 400 to 600 extra calories that I don't even remember eating because they are in the form of a protein bar.
Totally. And you don't need a protein bar as a meal replacement is one thing. A protein bar as a snack, for what? You're not working out. You don't need that much protein.
It's as a meal replacement, but then I end up eating the meal. You know? Like...
That's just called a side, Ben.
It's just to tide me over like 20 minutes on my way to the meal. I get hungry, so I eat it, but then I eat again. Oh, God.
I'll have a side salad as my main, and I'll have ribs for my side.
Oh, my God. That is good.
Don't beat yourself up.
I'm fine. I'm doing fine. You ask me how I'm doing fine. But yes, I can't beat myself up. I can't. God, it's so annoying. I'm sure people can relate. People have to be able to relate. This is the world's problem. I used to think that I was the only person who was fat. Now it comes out that 70% of Americans are fat. I guess I only see the skinny people, but everybody's fat. So it can't just be me. Do you have a best bite of the week?
Always. Go for it.
Okay. We're staying at a gorgeous hotel, the Boca Beach Club, which if you haven't stayed at, you must. Is
it pink? It's pink, right?
There's a pink tower. That's the main hotel. And then there's a hotel on the beach. That's where we are. It is outstanding. And Major Food Group, Josh, came in and redid all the restaurants.
MFG.
So they have a Siddell's there. They have a couple of things. But they have a restaurant the Major Food Group made called the Japanese Bocce Club. That when I tell you, it is unbelievable. It's like you're at Parkside, Josh. You pop outside, you see the people playing bocce, except you're eating sushi while playing bocce ball. It's unbelievable. Great sushi, great fish. The tuna tartare, out of this world. I got this equivalent of like the Nobu miso cod. They have it there. Oh my God, is it unbelievable. The fish is supremely fresh. And it was really top to bottom one of the best meals I've ever had. And as I'm saying, why I can't lose weight, it's because I probably had 450,000 calories at that meal. I ate so much at that meal 3 nights ago. So much. But it was unbelievable. And this hotel, Josh, A+.
What would you say of Asian inspired food is not yet tapped enough? Because I have an answer. Because I think obviously Chinese is, ubiquitous. Shout out the great Panda, all the way from Panda to Mr. Chow. I mean, it runs the gamut. Then, of course, Japanese, well received, loved. I think people haven't quite fully jumped into Korean food yet, and I think we're suffering for it. Because gochujang, baby, is out of control. Bim bim bop. Unreal.
I think that we've started to dip our toes via the steakhouses. I think the steakhouses are starting to make people aware of Korean food. But I completely agree. We're getting there, though. We're absolutely getting there. I just hope what we've done to Chinese food, the truth is, while I love it, is terrible. What we've done to Chinese food, it's very, very rare, at least in New York. Sure, if you go down to Chinatown, I'm sure if you tried to order in food, Josh, you'd say the same thing in Los Angeles. It's very, very rare that you're going to find a premium Chinese restaurant. It's rare, very rare. It's normally these like takeout style places, which don't get me wrong, the food is delicious. But when you think about a prime Korean steakhouse, when you think about a Nobu or a Japanese bocce club or the place that you went to, Japanese, it's far easier to find a great quality ingredients, premium environment, all this stuff. Chinese, I feel like we just forgot all about the premium element. If we need more premium Chinese restaurants. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I don't know of any. I remember in New York they used to have Shun Li on the Upper West Side, which was high end.
It exists, but like it's not it. The only one really, I guess, Mr. Chow, but that's not real Chinese food.
Jeez Louise. What's your favorite of all the Asian foods, Olivia?
Ooh, I love Korean barbecue.
Yeah,
That
she
is
does.
my favorite.
That's our girl.
Go out to Koreatown on a Saturday and just there's like this one spot. It's so good. And I forget what it's called. Is it the kimchi jjian, the kimchi pancakes, or like the scallion pancakes?
Oh boy.
Nuts! It's delicious.
So good. So good.
I remember once, like, this was 15 plus years ago. I was with a buddy and his girlfriend, and we were in Koreatown, and I took him to this spot, and she had never been down there, and she goes, I feel like, I don't know, like we're on like an international vacation right now. And I was like, dump her. I was like, I'll never forget that.
I saw a TikTok recently where it was a girl and a guy, and the guy said, "Where are you from?" And she said, "Korea." And he said, "Which one?" Which just cracked me up. People, if you don't know, Korea refers to South Korea. Okay, it's Korea. That's Korea.
I'll tell you what my favorite thing about Korea is the new Galaxy S25 Ultra from Samsung. I mean, God bless their food. God bless their corporations. Shout out. Good guys live from Seoul. Can you imagine?
I'm so in. I'm in. Bring me to Seoul. Put my soul in Seoul.
That would be so badass. Ben, I don't know if you've been using your new Galaxy S25 Ultra the way I've been using it, but I find it to be the true AI companion in the way that it can basically handle multiple tasks with just one ask, which this has never happened to me before. Like the other day, there was a big football game on, which is trademarked, so I can't say the game, but it's the biggest one of the year.
Big game.
And I wanted to make a spinach artichoke dip, right? But I got things to do. I got to watch my children. I got to run to the store. I got to get the ingredients. I go, find me a spinach artichoke dip recipe, vegan, for the wife, love you, hun, and add it to my notes. Boom. It's there. It's in my notes. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to go through it. I don't have to curate, add it to my notes, make sure it's there. It was one ask. It was gorgeous.
It's literally like being in the future. You said, do you use it? It's the only thing I use. I'm obsessed with it. It's taken my laziness level up a notch. I don't need to do anything anymore. I use my phone to do everything. My favorite thing to do, Josh, is whenever I'm in a different city, and I'm currently in Miami, I love to see, is the home team playing tonight near me? Because I love to catch a last minute game. It's my favorite. I go on my phone and I say, is the Miami home team playing tonight? And you know what they told me, Josh? No. They're not playing tonight. Sorry, get lost. But I love using it. It's fantastic. If I want to check a score, did they win when they were away? Well, yes, they did, Ben. Yes, the Miami home team did win.
You know what I'm doing with it?
Tell me, Sporty.
We just got a new big player on the Los Angeles basketball team. I don't mean to brag, right? So I said, hey, go get the schedule for my favorite basketball team, add it to my calendar. Boom. Now I know when every game is because I'm going to be watching it.
And it's amazing. You know, I live and die by my calendar, Josh. Live and die. If it's not in there, I'm not going. So I say, hey, can you please add all of the home games to my calendar so that I know when they are? Okay, perfect. It's fantastic. I never miss a game because this is a sports podcast. Okay, this podcast is about sports.
What about, have you ever done this? Have you said, hey, find a restaurant nearby, text it to my friends?
That is an amazing feature. And honestly, just to be able, how often do you use a search engine and say, hey, where's the best restaurant near me? All the time. Even if you pretend that you don't, you do. And now all of a sudden, you can do it straight from your phone using your voice. How easy is that?
It's easy, Ben. And the truth is, it's time for you. If you want to get your Galaxy S25 Ultra, you can get one right now at Samsung.com. Certain features compatible with select apps and require Google Gemini account. Results may vary based on input. Check responses for accuracy. I rented a Kia Soul when I was with my son recently. What'd you say?
I'm sorry.
Listen, I am a Hertz Gold member, and it was all they had. Okay. No, but you know what? It was a great car, and it was so flippin' cute because my son was with me, and he just thought the whole renting a car and getting to borrow a car for a couple of days, the whole enterprise was such a wildly cool thing. And he goes, I love this car. I've always wanted you to get one, Dad, but I know they're super expensive. And I was like, kid, Dad's doing well enough to get one of these, maybe two.
Oh, I love that. He's so cute. While we're talking about brands, Josh, I love a Jingle. They're not a sponsor, Liberty Mutual, but a Limu Emu. I love that shit.
Okay, let's go through it. And Olivia, feel free to jump in. What are some of the best jingles?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Yes. Or cha-cha-cha-chia.
Chia. You would pick the one that has no money and is out of business.
I'm generous, damn it.
Yeah. You know what the best jingle is? The U.S. Air Force. Or who else has a lot of money? Does the NRA have a jingle?
Yeah, it's what about this is a good one. Da-na-na-na-na, dun-da-na-na-na-na, da-na-na-na-na, always Coca-Cola.
Since when? I've never heard that.
I just made it up.
What is that?
It's so good.
Oh my God, that was funny. I'm trying to think of others.
What?
I said I'm trying to think of another.
Oh, there's plenty. What's the 1-800 mattress?
I don't remember.
MAT.
Oh no, but we have the. Oh, I used to love the Cars for Kids. Where'd that charity go? 1877 Cars for Kids. KRS Cars for Kids.
There was a brand or it was a lawyer. I think it was like an injury attorney in Cincinnati named Blake Maislin, and his jingle was just 4444444. Call Blake Maislin. Yeah.
I love
Hell
it.
yeah! Shout out
great.
Blake. I know.
Blake.
That's the kind of thing, Olivia, I am going to get a DM this afternoon. I'll be like, love to come on the pod. I know Olivia's on. Let's see. Wait, best jingles ever. Let's see. What list of the best? Like a good neighbor. Okay. I'm a big kid now. Hey.
It's a good one. That's a good one.
Huggies. Ooh. Okay. Oh my God. This is so good. So much fun. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
So good. Killer.
Apparently, let's see. Let's make it a game. We're making a game. We love a game. This is and it's open to the both of you. You can act like you have buzzers. This is a jingle for a famous candy bar. A famous chocolate wafer candy bar.
I have no idea.
Olivia, do you want to sing it?
Oh, I don't know.
What's the jingle for Kit Kat?
Give me a break.
Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
Hell yeah.
That song makes me want to flash my tits. Give me a break. Give me a break.
What about this is a famous jingle for a famous fast food eatery? A famous fast food eatery.
At BK, have it your way.
That's a good one.
You rule.
Honestly, whenever I hear that jingle, I think to myself, why is this jingle still running? But it's for McDonald's, I'm sure. But what is it?
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm loving it. God, advertisers are so good.
Okay, ready? This is a famous jingle for a chocolate ice cream bar.
Chocolate ice cream.
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
Yeah.
Well done, Olivia.
Thank you.
Well done.
Let's see. Is there any other good ones? This is a famous jingle for a place where pets go poo-poo. A place where cats go poo-poo.
The litter box?
Meow, 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 meow.
Is that Purina?
That's Meow Mix.
Oh, Meow Mix.
Bro, is that Alpo?
So dumb. I'm so sorry to the listeners of this podcast.
No, you're welcome, you morons. Okay, let's see. One more. We'll do. Oh, this is a great one, and it's short and to the point. This is a jingle for something that we wanted to make vape juice out of.
Oh.
Cola.
Yes,
Ricola.
Olivia gets the car. Olivia gets a brand new Kia Soul. Oh man, should we get to some stories?
Yeah. Por favor.
I would love to. Let me find us something good. Ooh. I've lost 30 pounds on a diet of butter, meat, and golden jello. I no longer fart or have brain fog. A vegan turned carnivore is crowing that her high-fat diet caused her to lose 30 pounds of body fat, cleared her cystic acne, psoriasis, and eczema, and extinguished her farting, brain fog, and premenstrual syndrome symptoms. She basically explained that she eats baked chicken wings, unsalted butter, an entire stick, and lots of lean meat and golden jello, which is made by placing oxtail and chicken drums in a pressure cooker for 50 minutes.
We're supposed to believe that this cured this woman's gas. She's eating sticks of butter at a time and has no gas. Impossible.
Nuts.
But I'm down for the diet. It sounds delicious. I'll take a baked chicken wing and an oxtail and a stick of butter. Why not? Should I try it?
It can't. You know, you hear guys like Jordan Peterson talk about how they only eat a ribeye a day because it helped to cure his I think his entire family suffered from some version of an autoimmune disease. And he goes, you have to have a ribeye if you want to cure your sickness. I'm telling you, the liberals are ruining everything. No. Find Jesus, eat your ribeye. But he, and I think, what do they call it? An elimination diet? Like, yes, I can understand eliminating everything and slowly introducing things to see the way it inflames your body or certain things you might not know you're allergic to. But for life, eating that way seems not the healthiest.
Do you have a food, Josh, in your life that you know the second that you eat, you're not going to feel good, but you still eat it? Because I have them.
What's yours?
Mine is bagels. The second that I have a bagel, I get brain fog. And then 2 hours later, it's gone. If I have different types of bread, it doesn't operate the same way. But there's something in a New York bagel that makes I get brain fog. But if I'll eat like regular, 7 green toast, or it's not all breads, but that type of bread, same with a donut, brain fog.
What about a sprouted bread? Like, what if you had a sourdough bagel?
Fine.
Would that be different?
Totally fine, yeah.
Well, you'll like this. A man slapped with a $200 fine for using speakerphone in train station. A man was slapped with a $200 fine for using his speakerphone at a train station in the French city of Nantes. The man, identified as David, was chatting with his sister on speakerphone when he was approached by an official from France's state-owned rail company and given a $200 ticket. Love it.
I love it. We got to move to Nantes. These people respect it. Look, you can't be on speakerphone anywhere but in your own home. That's it. anywhere but in your own home. I don't want to hear your conversation. You don't want to hear my conversation. You're not more important than me, so put your phone off speakerphone and put it in your ear, because I don't want to hear your conversation. It's not right. What are you, nuts?
Not cool. Not cool. And as we both know, we've recently been in steam rooms and saunas with people using speakerphones.
Just such, so stupid. So stupid. It was going to be my what are you nuts later, but I'll just do it now. It's just people that lack self-awareness. We can't talk about it enough. Claudia and I were sitting, we were grabbing a bagel this morning. It's like, I don't know, a small table right outside of the restaurant. We had just taken 2 bagels to go. There's a woman with her family reading the entire menu to her husband, who I guess, I don't know, maybe he didn't bring his glasses. She's reading the whole menu line by line right in front of us to him as loud as possible. Okay, we're good. Plain bagel, sesame bagel, everything bagel, omelet, toppings, French toast, going down the list. It's like, lady, why are you telling me? Tell your husband. What are you, nuts? Have some self-awareness. Leave me alone. I hate people. They're so dumb.
Look, I agree. There's nothing that kills me more at a restaurant where someone is not ready to order yet, but then on top of it, the person's there and waiting, and then they go, hold on, and they take out the strobe light on their phone. Where's my readers? And they're like, they're taking the menu forward and back. They've got 2 spotlights going. I'm like, babe, look, before you get to the restaurant, I promise you this menu is on Yelp. I'm sure some yenta has taken a photo and put this on Yelp to get, 30 points so that they can forget that they're in a loveless marriage. And, do a little research before. Yes, restaurants are dark. We know this. But, you don't need to bring 2 spotlights, your readers, and an extra friend. Decide before. It's fun.
No, decide before and stop making it our problem. It's enough. It's your problem. Keep your problems.
Well, did you know the wild ways Ozempic is wreaking havoc on couples' sex lives or making them hotter? Miranda Shay's gotta have it, it being sex, of course, but shortly after beginning a regimen of compounded terzepatide, the generic version of Mounjaro, her hankering for hanky-panky vanished. An abrupt aversion to sex is a common, albeit lesser-known complication of taking GLP-1 medications, such as Wegovy, Mounjaro, Ozempic. It's a side effect that can inflict both women and men, leaving some guys with low T levels and erectile dysfunction. Ben, anything to share?
Thankfully, that has not been the case for me. I'm good to go. But yeah, look, I don't know. I feel bad for those people. That's a terrible side effect. And if that's a side effect, you get off it. Go try something else. It's not worth it. Low T levels, you don't want to mess with your tea. Tea is godly. You need your tea.
Yeah.
Sugar in your tea.
Hey, did you know that Pornhub searches spiked during the Super Bowl? Here's what made football fans honey.
Nachos.
What?
Nachos.
An eye-popping 126 million Americans turned into the Super Bowl on Sunday night. They also went to Pornhub and searched 1,284% search increase for the keywords hung jock. There was interest in the phrase locker room boner. Olivia, please mute some of these or YouTube is literally going to give us a cease and desist. This is dirty. People were also searching hot, horny cheerleader, thick cheerleader, and cheerleader threesome. Ay, ay, ay. And then there was a 43% increase in the keyword Pennsylvania.
Oh my God,
so
these
good.
Eagles fans celebrate weird. Pennsylvanian thick cheerleader threesome.
Nothing turns me on like a state. That's nutty, dude.
Just the bald eagle. That's gross. People are gross.
Yucky. Should we get to a speak pipe?
Yeah.
If you want any advice, if you want to ask us questions, you can go to speakpipe.com/good guys. Keep it brief. Brevity is key. Let's hear one from Anonymous.
Hi guys, a moron and a toaster here from Texas, and as of about a year ago, I'm a stay-at-home mom to our 2 kids, and as of about 9 months ago, a lot of timelines, sorry, shortly after, my mother approached me. She owns her own business and said she wanted to employ me to help with her marketing and social media. And just to provide a little income to the family, I said yes. And it started out really good. But here lately, it's just been really tense. And it just hasn't been that fun to work for her. She's not a very good boss. And it's just, I don't feel like it's good for our relationship as a mother and daughter. My question to y'all is, do I quit? Or do I give her managerial feedback and say this is what you should change? I don't know. I don't want to cause any drama within the family, but I don't think a family business is meant for us. And I just am not one to make waves, but I think something needs to be done or said. And I just don't know how to go about it. So thank y'all. Love y'all. Bye.
Yikes.
It's a very tough spot that you're in. That said, I don't like either of your suggestions. I don't like abruptly quitting, and I don't like going to her and giving her managerial feedback. I do potentially like going to her and saying, hey, I love that we get to spend more time together. I appreciate the job. That said, I'm not really enjoying what I'm doing. I'm not enjoying this currently. And I know that you don't have to enjoy your job, but if we're going to work together, I want to enjoy my job, right? So can we discuss ways that maybe I can enjoy my job more, maybe things that I could be doing differently? I would take that approach. I definitely wouldn't abruptly quit, and I definitely wouldn't give her managerial feedback. No good. Josh?
I agree. I think you said it perfectly. I think it's an impossible thing. I think more than likely you will probably have to quit. But I think your approach is perfect, Ben. Yeah, do the best you can, see if she reacts well. And if she doesn't, better to do that than have really years build up of resentment and or just her getting used to you working there so that when you eventually leave, it's a big disruption. Get out early if you need to.
Agreed.
Next one from Beth.
Hey guys, Mazel from Maine, little French Canadian girl messing up your demographic, messing it up. I think it'll be fine. So brevity is important. Here we go. A couple years back, I met a boy. Did not work out with the boy, but I also met his ex-girlfriend. Worked out with the ex-girlfriend. Became best friends. Wonderful chick. Then we started canoodling. And that got a little bit tricky. Then we decided to just remain best friends. Introduced her to one of my guy friends. They dated. The 3 of us were the 3 musketeers. Not in a weird way, but as buddies. They didn't end up working out. And a year and a half goes by. He asks me out. I tell her immediately. And she won't speak to me now. She also has an amazing boyfriend right now. So my question is, did I break girl code or is she nuts?
A lot to unpack. Okay, so she was dating a guy, didn't work out, but met his ex-girlfriend. They became besties and canoodled. They became a thing. Then they broke up, and the girlfriend found a new boyfriend. They broke up. 2 years later, the ex-boyfriend of the girl asks out our nice French Canadian girl. The other girl now has a boyfriend, but the other girl is pissed that he even asked her out. Is that what I'm hearing?
You got it right. And the only thing you left out was that the new boyfriend that now our French Canadian friend wants to date was her friend before. She introduced the girl that she was canoodling with to her already friend who now she wants to date.
No, you didn't break girl code at all. This is messed up. I don't understand it. Especially because at least the way that you told the story, you didn't even agree to go out with the guy. You said that he asked you out, and you immediately ran to your friend and said, hey, he asked me out, which is, you're an amazing friend. So I'm confused. I don't know what you did wrong. and your friend seems a little nuts.
I think the only thing you're guilty of is being a fun time.
Yeah.
And I'd like to know you.
Yeah.
So just reach out, and thank you for listening. And thanks for, however our friendship progresses. No, I'm kidding. And I think, look, it seems to me that the friend who's pissed about her possibly dating her ex-boyfriend is one of those people who's like, I want everyone to want me. Girls, guys, friends, exes. And if anyone else is off being happy without me, not cool. And that's just, that person sucks.
Aligned. Agreed.
Agreed. Let's hear from, I don't know.
What up, bitches? So my name is super patriotic and embarrassing, especially after like 2016. And I've always gone by my nickname. And I was recently on this trip where I just went by my middle name because I just wanted to avoid the conversation altogether. And I was doing like a backpacking trip abroad because I'm stereotypical but also awesome. And my first name is Independence, and especially being an American abroad, I was just like so done with the conversation before it started. And I just recently got super made fun of by these girls from Switzerland who were like, your country should definitely have like names that shouldn't exist. And I was like, thank you so much. But I'd never thought about changing my name to just my nickname Indy until then, and now I'm like actually having a crisis, like a small identity crisis, being like, fuck, should I just change my name? Like, I have to have this conversation all the time. I don't want to hurt my dad's feelings, but also, why would they do that to me? And so yeah, I was just wondering if I should change my name, and if so, should I do it in secret or so my father doesn't find out? I don't know. Is that too much of a hassle? Okay, I'm done.
Drama queen. I thought you were like named Confederate flag. Like, Independence. You know, it's an interesting name, Josh. I've never heard it. Indy's a nice nickname, but I've never walked up to somebody and said, hi, my name is Benjamin. I've walked up to somebody and said, hi, my name is Ben. It sounds to me like you're inviting criticism because you meet a couple of Swedes and you throw all your problems onto them and say, hey, you know, my full name is Independence, but people call me Indy, and, you know, I'm pretty self-conscious about independence. Like, if you're self-conscious about independence, you didn't even need to tell us that your name was Independence. You don't have to change your name. Introduce yourself however you want to be called. That's my point of view.
100%. First of all, Indy is sweet as hell. Secondly, I tried to look up popular Swiss names, and I was hoping that it'd be like Zuckerkroch, and then you could make fun of their names and be like, oh, I'm sorry, Zuckerkroch, that I'm Independence. But the popular Swiss names are actually pretty awesome. Mia, Emma, the boys, Matteo, Luca, Leon. Pretty great names.
Independence is not a popular U.S. name. You're like the only person named Independence ever. So it's unique. It's unique.
It's unique, bro. I grew up with kids in school when I grew up in New York, and like I had a buddy named Knowledge. Like, I grew up with three brothers whose names were Diamond, Ivory, and Jade. Okay, unique is sick.
That's sick. I don't know what's better, Diamond, Ivory, or Jade. I don't know what name is cooler. I think Ivory is tough. Oh, tough. Man, that's a tough name.
Could you imagine that, like a athlete, like coming to the mound, Ivory Allen for the Los Angeles Dodgers?
But imagine if you're like 650 pounds and your name is Ivory. It's only cool if you're ripped. If you're ripped and named Ivory, you're sick. But if you're a big boy named Ivory, that's tough.
Listen, do not be ashamed of having a name like Independence, and don't ever be ashamed of where you're from. I didn't vote for the guy in 2016, but I am patriotic as hell. I love this country. I love America. And I go to other countries and show a deep respect and appreciation for where I'm at. But I always hold in my heart a level of pride for the fact that I'm American. And I think you should be proud that your name's Independence. It's cool.
I completely agree. I completely agree. And if you really don't like living here, if you're embarrassed, you can move. I don't really get it. Like, you should be proud of where you live. That's not only your country, it should be like your house, your apartment, your neighborhood. You should be proud of your spouse. Like, you should be proud in general of everything in your life. And if there's anything in your life that you're not proud of, you should probably change it.
Olivia won't stop talking about Cincinnati. No.
I don't ever stop talking about Cincinnati. I love my hometown.
It's awesome. I've been there. It's a great time.
She's proud. You should be proud. You should be proud.
Well, you did your what are you nuts, so should I get to mine?
I'll do another one too, because all day it's just people with no self-awareness are around me. I have more no self-awareness. I have more.
I love it. Our what are you nuts moment of the week are our gripes with people, places, and things, both big and small, whatever is currently sticking in your craw. I recently came back from a beautiful trip from Vancouver with my son. We were in our landing sequence on the plane. Shout out the wonderful flight attendants who keep us so safe. Love them. And I understand protocol, but I have a 6-year-old son, and I know how it works with planes. Now, I could tell we were probably at around 8,000 feet. I think once you get to about 10,000 feet or below, no one's allowed to get up. We are in our landing sequence. Do not get up. Fine. But I have a 6-year-old who, of course, decided at around 5,000 feet to say, I gotta pee. Maybe a little higher, maybe 10, whatever. There was probably 3.5 minutes till we were landing. Now, of course, if he could get up and pish once we land, I would never have tried to allow him to pee. But I knew, especially with a place like Los Angeles International Airport, there's a chance that we land and don't get to our gate for 30 minutes. That's just not going to work. And so I jumped up really quick. I looked at the flight attendants. They looked at me as though I was about to jump off the plane. I go, I'm so sorry. My son has an emergency. I'm going to get him in and out of there. He's not going to wash his hands. Gross, I know. And we're going to sit right back down and rebuckle. And the flight attendant looks at me and goes, you have 30 seconds. And I'm like, dog. I didn't fight him. I'm like, I hear you. I know you're doing your job. But I'm like, what's the alternative? Because the truth is, while we're taxiing going 4 miles per hour, you're not going to let him piss. You're going to scream at me. And it's going to be even worse if he gets up while we're taxiing. So, what are you, nuts? Things happen. We weren't near buildings. Give me a break. He's 6.
What's the word? It wouldn't be bedside manner because nobody's dying. But what would you call what the bedside manner a flight attendant needs to have? What would be that? What would you call that?
Yeah, I would say bedside manner. You can say that. Okay,
so flight attendants need to have good bedside manner. Otherwise, they shouldn't be flight attendants. It's a stressful enough, especially now. You turn on the TV, these Delta planes are upside down. Like, we didn't even talk about that. This freaking plane flew into Toronto, flipped upside down. They're offering each person $30,000. If anybody that listens to our podcast was on that flight and was offered $30,000, do not take it. If they're willing to offer you $30,000 and it's in the news, wrong. You're entitled to $200 million. No, I'm telling you.
Did you listen to our great friend Brian Kelly?
Yes, I did. But there's a big class action coming. I'm telling you, don't take it. They all need to band together.
Brian Kelly said they're offering $30,000 with 0 strings attached. You can absolutely sue when and if you need to down the road. This is just to get you home and for immediate counseling. The great Brian Kelly, our travel expert, said it was actually quite nice.
You really think it's no strings attached?
If you don't sign anything.
Sure, I'll take a... God, no, we need more time to talk about this. We'll talk about this at the top of the next episode. My what are you nuts moment of the week, Josh.
Maybe they could just give you Biscoff, like a couple thousand Biscoff.
I'm in, especially the jars. You have the cookie butter. Stop distracting me.
Nuts.
Okay. My what are you nuts moment, these people, the lack of self-awareness, they're all around me. I went to Bloomingdale's right before I came to Miami. I went to Bloomingdale's. I just wanted to pick up a nice shirt. It was a wedding weekend. I was perusing, okay? I'm looking. I went to the Sandro section because I wanted to peek. I'm just looking.
Love Sandro. Love it.
It's fantastic. Person comes up to me, the personal shopper, what do you call that person? Retail, what is the...
Sales associate?
Sales associate. Thank you, Olivia. Sales associate comes up to me and is like, oh, can I help you with anything? And I'm like, No, thank you. I'm just looking. Sales associate follows me. I'm going through the racks. Oh, are you looking for something for Valentine's Day? No, I'm just looking. Oh, well, I think your partner would really love this shirt. Pulls out another shirt. I'm just looking. Leave me alone. When I pick something, I will find you and give you the commission. But if I say I'm just looking, stop trailing me. What are you, nuts? You're not going to close a commission by trailing me. It's enough. I'm just looking. I'm just perusing. I don't need your help. I go find somebody else. Because sometimes, Josh, sometimes you don't want that helpful hand. Sometimes you don't want it. You're just looking. I'm just looking.
Yes. And maybe if they're like, is this for a special occasion? You mention an occasion that they would be scared of. Like, yes, it's for a bris and I need something waterproof. You know?
Yes. Thank you to Samsung Galaxy for sponsoring this episode. And make sure to get your Galaxy S25 Ultra at Samsung.com.
But you can't have mine. Boo! Take us home, Ben.
Well, Josh, this episode is 5 stars. Otherwise, what are you, nuts? Listen to us wherever you get your podcasts, okay? Watch us on YouTube, share our clips, Instagram, and TikTok. Mondays and Thursdays, folks. We will see you next time.